Good evening. My name is Jonathan Acosta. And Karl Marx argued in the Communist Manifesto that the state was nothing but a secretariat of the bourgeoisie. In layman's terms, the state exists to do nothing but protect the interests of capital, money, and rich people. Now generally, I'm pretty skeptical of such oversimplifications. As a social scientist and as an elected official, I realize that there are many hands of the state. But as I've watched the saga of the Wyatt unfold, I'm a little afraid that Marx may have been right. If we think about the hand of the Attorney General, we see that he did nothing when people were trampled over as a representative of the state. If we look at the hand of the judge, we see he's done nothing but prioritize bondholders. Now you, Mr. Chairman, offered that you represent the community, the interests of the community, and the interests of the people. So I turn to the forbearance agreement that you will vote on today. Specifically, I ask you to look at section 2.4II, which establishes that the bond trustees and bank are the sole entity responsible for choosing the administrator of this facility, the ward. You, in voting for this forbearance agreement, will relinquish your right to have any say over that. I also ask you to look at section 2.4II, which makes it so that the corporation requires written consent from the bank for any contract decisions. This means that you cannot cancel an ICE contract or any other contract for that matter. So you will, in voting for this forbearance, also relinquish your right to have a say over that. I ask you to look at section 2.8, which sets up the facility for sale to another party or entity. And finally, I ask you to think about, as a so-called representative of the community, how it is that the only time in which this community is mentioned in the forbearance agreement is in section 2.7, to formally cut out any city voice in the management of the facility. So, as you think about your vote today, I want you to realize that you're turning yourselves into fucking puppets. That the chairman made a point about civility and respect. And I don't mean disrespect by that comment, but what I will say is that the literature on Rhode Island has shown that the disavowal of politics here, the grassroots movement around change, has always left out the most marginalized and the most vulnerable members of the community. It is those members that are told to be civil, to be respectful, while many of them are literally trampled over by trucks. And so today, my suggestion to you is to resign. There are times in which, and contexts in which, it makes sense to work from the inside to change something. This is clearly not one of those times. The vote that you take today makes it so that you can't change anything. And so I would suggest that you resign and stop parading this for something it's not. This is not a public board. This is not acting in the interest of people. And if you vote this way today, you will simply be acting in the interest of capital. Thank you.